Hey, what's up guys, PC here, and today we're diving into NVIDIA's shiny new monster, the RTX 1590. Well, this GPU is straight up wild, so let's not waste any time and jump into what actually makes it tick. Now, first off, gaming performance, because let's be honest, that's what you're really here for, right? The RTX 1590 brings a serious uplift compared to the 4090. At 4K gaming, you're looking at a performance boost of 20 to 50% depending on the game. And for ray tracing, there's a solid 27 to 35% boost. So basically, if you're into maxing out those settings, this car's got you. But hold up, let's talk about thermals, because NVIDIA just packed this thing with a 2-slot design, which is wild considering it's pushing 575 watts, and thanks to a dual flow-through cooler and liquid metal cooling, the GPU stays around 72 degrees Celsius under load, which is quite impressive for such a power-hungry beast. However, the memory temps hit around 89 degrees to 90 degrees Celsius, which is harder than you'd like it to be, especially for small form factor cases. But if you have like a big case with good airflow, I think it'll be fine. Alright, now let's start with the noise front. The 1590 is, well, it's surprisingly chill. Even with the fan spinning at 1570 RPM, it blends into the background pretty well, and NVIDIA has also tuned the airflow to minimize the hot air recirculating in your case, which is neat engineering, and shout out to the lead thermal engineer, Malcolm Gutenberg, for making this card cool. Quite literally, he made it cool. Alright, now let's talk about the numbers. At 4K in Final Fantasy XIV, the 1590 hits a laughable 182 frames per second, which is 31% faster than the 4090. Meanwhile, in Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, with ray tracing, the 1590 flexes with a 50% performance gain over the 4090, hitting 95 frames per second on average. So yes, you're safe with high frame rates across the board. However, if we want to talk about efficiency, if you notice in the keynote, NVIDIA never mentioned it because it's not as exciting, because the 1590 is pulling up to 569 watts, and which is technically as efficient as the 4090 in frames per second per watt, but it's a power monster, right? And with idle power, it's pulling 46 watts, which is not terrible, but we expected better. All right, now let's talk about the price. The 1590's MSRP is $2,000, my bad. Yeah, which is quite expensive. Now, for context, the 4090 launched at $1,600, but it's quite hard to find that in a reasonable price. But if you're dropping $2,000 on this card, you're basically doing it for performance, or maybe both. Alright, so who's this card for? If you're gaming at 4K or higher, working on VRAM times Pro applications, or just have a deep pocket and just want the best, the 5090 is calling your name. But if you're gaming at 1440p or 1080p, the performance gains kind of diminish. So what I'd say is that save your cash and wait for the 5080 to come, which is quite eminent that it's going to come in the next couple of months. Overall, the 5090 is a powerhouse. It's not perfect. The high power draw and memory temps could be better, but the sheer performance and cooling innovation does make it a standout card. So if you're ready to flex on your gaming buddies, I think it probably should consider it, but considering the fact that it's $2,000, I don't know. Anyways, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments, and also let me know if you're planning on getting the 5090, or are you just going to wait it out for the 5080. Yeah, thanks for watching.